Just two Murphs talking hoops. The journey to June, it continues. We are here March 2nd, getting really, really close to the end of the season. Coach, how are you? How you doing? It's been a while, man. How you doing?
I'm great. We're back, baby. Just two Murphs.
We're back. Not only are we back, Coach, I have a little announcement for you.
Woo. What do you got?
Do you like an
going
announcement to just start off the pod with?
Please, surprises. I love surprises.
It's a big one.
Oh.
And it's something you've been waiting for because you've been talking about a few times in the last few episodes. Do you want to guess or should I just tell you?
Don't tell me. We're going video. Are we?
We're going video.
Oh!
That's right, folks.
The handsome faces are on. We're on, baby. We're not. Like I always say, these aren't radio faces, baby. Let's go.
Just two Murphs Talking Hoops has a YouTube channel. So for all you people out there that, some of us actually, that's how we listen to our podcasts. We don't even go on Apple or Spotify or whatever your player of choice is. Everybody kind of goes to YouTube. And I don't know about you, Coach. I find myself finding
YouTube almost daily.
I find video clips of, the Ticket and the Truth and JJ Redick.
They're on
who else? My guy, Jason Timpf. Well, now we're joining the masses, man. We're out there.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. This
is news to me. This is crazy. Oh, yeah. I'm in shock. Yeah, this is another step forward in the journey.
It's out there now. Subscribe for all you YouTube fans out there. We'll have the audio out there. So if you just want to listen to us on the audio and YouTube, we're gonna play around with the video. I'm sure we'll put up the whole pod, but we'll have clips too of the highlights of all this fun. But it's just another piece of the journey, right? Just the journey that everybody's on with us to June. We're so glad everybody's here with us. We're here to have fun. And man, are we feeling great? In fact, we're feeling so great. I had to put on an old shirt, Coach.
Yep.
I had to bring out a championship shirt.
2008.
2008. That is how bullish. I know I've used that term before, but now I
don't have to explain who he's wearing anymore because now we're on video, baby.
This is how bullish I am on your 2024 Boston Celtics, man. 8-game lead. 10 games in a row they've won. 10 out of the last 12, I believe. They are just rolling to the finish line. No stopping this train.
There isn't. The only thing stopping us is injury, man. I'm telling you, that's all. It's all the way.
You had to say it.
Yeah, it is. It's just let's just say it to squash it. No fear of injury. Yeah. So much fear of injury and all that. But then there's no stopping them if they continue this. That's period. They can beat anybody in 7 games. I was watching Zingis dominate Luka. Luka couldn't guard him. He was just working him. And Luka, man, he's on the wrong.
That's right. As we're on right now, they played the Dallas Mavericks in the Garden last night on March 1st. And yeah, I mean, it's what can you say about this team, Coach? We try to nitpick. I think we got to stop with this because we are nitpicking. I mean, there is no holes in this team. Even when the problem is we just have all this past, right? All this baggage with this team. We're waiting for the wheels to come off because that's usually what they do. Last night was a perfect example, right? They're looking like they're letting go of the rope. We've heard that term before. They don't let go of the rope anymore. They grab that rope and they go forward.
Quarters were the worst back in the day. Now they're the best. It's like they flipped. They're a whole different identity. So there is that. Just waiting for something bad to happen. We're waiting for to then let it all go. Let's on this pod right now. Let's do this right now. Let's let all of that go. You hear we get different here. # different here. This is for the Green Nation. We bleed green. Let's let the past go right now.
We all should because this is season 2 on the journey to June. Because season 1 ended, Coach was not on board with the green. That is the past. That is far in the past.
That's a different man. That was a different man. He's dead and buried. I'm reborn, dude. Happy March for everybody out there. Coach Murphy here, podcast Paul, just two Murphs talking hoops. the journey to June.
Hey,
We
by the
love
way, Coach, if they're
doing
watching
this.
us on video, they can just see our names on the screen now. How
Let's
great is that? You don't even
go.
need to announce it
Do they see
anymore.
those too? I'm a coach, not just a coach, a player. They see the buys too. I'm hitting the gym. I'm feeling great.
You
How do
asked
you
for it,
feel, dude?
folks.
My nutrition's on point. My mental health, my everything's just coming together in my life. Really, I feel, and I'm very thankful, grateful, full of a lot of humility. We'll get into the send off. I have something special planned, but
Awesome.
I also have a couple of surprises for you too. So not just surprise for me. We're on video now. We got a couple of things going on. So where you want to go
Well,
with
we have
this?
a lot to talk about because we
Yeah,
did, folks. Sorry, we're a real monthly pod. It happens every once in a while. We missed 1 month. It
yeah.
was the leap year thing. The leap year threw us off that one day. No big deal. But I don't know if we want to talk
Yeah,
too much about this
yeah.
because we were going to get on at the All-Star break. That's not a lot of fun really to talk about. I mean, the All-Star game is not what it used to be. I mean, it's
No,
ridiculous.
we can go over that quickly if you
Yeah,
want.
let's talk about it real quick.
Well, it was in Indiana,
Yeah, that was cool.
and we
Ooh,
like, yeah, go
good
ahead.
story on that. So
Yeah,
back to our green, because of course we got to
green
talk
law,
Celtics, as you can
green
see.
law. Everything's related. 6 degrees of separation
I
of the
had
green.
no idea that Jason Tatum, what, 8 years in the league now, has never been in a room alone and had a conversation with Larry Bird.
Oh yeah, that's it, baby. The bird. You can see in the back, USA #7, Larry, the legend, the dream team. Let's just go right into the bird. So they had a luncheon, the All-Star, the day before in Indiana, and they if you saw that, he was the head speaker, or they presented him with an award, I believe, Larry.
He was
And
like
he
the
said,
mayor of the All-Star game because it
yeah,
was in
and because it's Indiana, he's the
yeah.
man from French Lick. So what does he say? Just long story short of the whole, what did he say in his speech?
It was something about they better try hard in the game and
There you go.
yeah.
There. We've come to see the most amazing players have come together in the world. Let's have a competitive game. That's all what we want, and it's all everything goes to Kobe, 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 because he made it that way. It wouldn't have been competitive in the modern day All Star game without Kobe's attitude in some of these games, and we'll get into that.
I feel
And,
like just a few years ago they changed the format though, where at least in the fourth quarter there was defense and people were really
did you
trying. Like
see the
just a few years
score?
ago. Yeah.
It was like 200. Yeah, it's garbage. It was
Yeah.
garbage. Wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah. We can talk about the other stuff if you want.
I
Like
do because that's really where I
the
was
game's not even a
disappointed.
game. It's just a layup line. Like Jalen Brown said that last year, it was a layup line. It just does its whack. So let's just move on from the game.
Well, the game,
So they disrespected Larry. It's like they didn't even. It's like, come on, listen to Larry. Listen to Larry. Respect. Let's say Kobe's shaking his head right now in heaven right now, looking down, shaking his head. Mamba doesn't like it. I know he
as a
is.
kid though, even though, you just said it with Larry and Kobe and even, when we were even younger, um, it wasn't really about the game for me. It was Saturday. The
Yeah.
3-point contest,
Yeah.
the
So
dunks.
fun.
Remember all the dunks, Dominique and Jordan and I
It
know I'm
was
missing a few. Ooh,
beyond. It
Larry
was
Nance. Remember
magical.
Larry Nance had the two basketballs or
It
something?
was like Saturday morning cartoons. It was magical. It was special, not just for kids, for adults. Spud Webb, the
Yes.
80s and 90s. Forget about it. 3-point competition, slam dunk competition. Why aren't the best dunkers in the slam dunk competition?
So boring.
So boring, and should be obligated. Best 3-point shooters, all of you in there, all the
I
stars,
know.
all the superstars. Why aren't you all in there? And why aren't you doing the dunk competition? Jalen tried, he failed with the D Brown, but at least he got in there. He
That's
represented that
right.
young man that passed away from Boston, and there was some cool stuff about it. They brought Mac in. That Matt McClung. I was singing his praise. I don't know if you remember back in the day, in the beginning of the pod, I was like, watch out for this kid. He was in
I
college.
know. He
I know.
looks good out there, but still he doesn't even play in the league though.
I know. Well, he's in the league. He's in the D League. He's in the I know. He can
Okay.
play. They should give him a chance. He can play. He can ball. They should give him a chance. He's exciting. He's an exciting young player. little white kid that can jump out the roof. It's fun for the
Yeah.
NBA. Throw him in there. Throw him in on a
Can
team,
we
dude.
can we be done with everybody bringing out Shaq and dunking over Shaq? Like, how often are
It's
we going
so
to see
life is so unoriginal nowadays. God. So anyhow, no, but it was they had Dame. I liked everybody's hating on Dame. I don't hate on Dame too much. I like that he won the 3-point competition. That was fun. And just it was nice he got the time back, the Dame time back. Because he
Good
took
point,
you know,
though.
it took it
Like,
away from him. Halliburton took his wristwatch away. He got his wristwatch back. Dame time. And that was cool. And then everybody was talking about the best thing that was Steph and Sabrina. So on this
hold
note,
on. Before you go there, back to what you just said about the 3-pointers, though, and not the
yeah,
best players are in. I was just thinking about the
yeah,
dunkers.
yeah,
But yeah, Dame was great, but why wasn't Steph part of that? You could
exactly.
see
No,
when
well,
he
they're
did it
doing the
against
thing, but they
Sabrina,
were
he was
doing the
better.
thing with Sabrina. That was a brand new thing. So there's your originality points. I like that. And you know what? Like we're all like wah, frowning on the All-Star game. So I'm flipping around and we're turning it up and we're gonna do the All-Star quiz. Let's go. Are you ready?
All right, we're going
Cue
right
the
into a
music,
quiz.
podcast Paul. Cue the music. Here we
That
go.
you won't hear on video, but anyway,
Are you ready for
listen to the
All-Star?
audio.
It's a short All-Star J2M's NBA All-Star quiz. Question 1. There's not many. When and where was the first NBA All-Star game? Can you even go there?
When and where? Wow.
When and where?
I'm going to go with 1958.
Ooh, you were in the right year.
Ooh,
Decade.
56.
You're in the right decade. One more.
One more down. 1955.
Not one more down.
Oh,
One more
1959.
1951.
Whoa. Not even close.
And very, very synchronistic. March 2nd, which is right now.
Wow.
Boom. Ding, ding, ding. I know
Interesting.
special. The special things happen on J2Ms when you do
right.
your research. So on March 2nd, 1951, that's exactly how many years. Now I have to break out the calculator. 2024 minus 1951. 73 exact years ago was the All-Star game. Where?
Madison Square Garden.
Wah. Greenlaw.
Wow.
Ding, ding, ding,
The
ding.
Garden.
The Garden.
Nice.
Isn't that cool? There you go. You didn't. That's a little
cool.
quiz for you folks. There's just one question there, and now we're going on to the list of NBA All-Stars, most consecutive. Well, not consecutive. Most bids. How many do you want to go? Let's go. I'll do 10. It's a huge list. The most times you've been elected to the NBA All-Star game. Who is number one? We'll do the top
easy.
10. I went through the list. It's huge, but we're going to just do
we're
like
going
the
to talk
top
about
10.
him more on this pod. But LeBron James is number one. We already
Ding, ding, ding. Boom, boom, boom.
They wouldn't shut up about that.
A new song. There you go. Podcast Paul always does well in the quiz. How many has he had? Selections.
18.
2005 to 2024.
18.
20. 2-0.
Oh, I thought I was going to say that
20 times. So on you, no more. I have no more hate for Braun. None. Zero. I used to hate him big time because of his longevity, what he did in his comeback 21-point deficit the other night. You saw that. The comeback victory versus the Clippers.
Yep.
That was all him. It's awesome what he's doing at 39. It's awesome. So, bam, LeBron, you're the king. And you know what? He's kind of humble about it, man, in a way. You know, he has his swagger and his comments, which you have to have. You got to have the alter ego. You can like the Black Mamba with Kobe, you know? So next, who's the next one?
Well, one last piece on that. Sorry.
Yeah. Couple more, and then we're done with the quiz.
I'm looking at the NBA app as we're doing our pod. And he literally has his own tab. LeBron's 40,000 point chase. Because today, playing the Nuggets, he
completely
needs 9
contradicts
points.
what I just said. But it's whatever. It's all good.
Do that.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. So 40,000 points he's going to hit today. No player's ever done that.
You know
So,
what, dude? I'm rooting for him for the GOAT over MJ now.
whoa.
I know. I know. This is a crazy thing for me to feel. But I'm like, MJ was not doing what he's doing at his age.
Yeah.
Here comes somebody, surprise guest coming
Whoa.
in out of nowhere.
Check it out.
This is
Caden, are you
great.
there?
Yo.
There he
Hey.
is. The kid.
Awesome.
The quiz is paused.
That's what's so much fun about this podcast.
Wow.
We have a good time. We never know when a guest is going to pop in.
Holy moly, surprise guest.
Although I don't know how I wouldn't say surprise anymore because Caden is a big part of our journey now. He's coming on. He was on last pod. And we knew he was going to be on this one. So good to see you, man.
There he is, stud. Let's go right into it.
Yeah. Get all this NBA stuff.
Introduce yourself. We were just doing an NBA quiz for the All-Star game. We'll finish that later. Caden, tell us who you are, your full name. Let's hear it for the first time listeners.
I'm Caden Neves. I used to live in Boston, but I go to Granville. I live in Granville, Michigan now. And I play basketball.
Basketball. Hoops.
Basketball. We're playing basketball. Tell more. What else is going on, man? Come on.
Our season ended short.
Really? No playoffs?
Oh, no, we lost the first game of playoffs.
Oh, you already were in playoffs. My bad. I didn't even know.
When did the playoffs start?
District started last Monday. And we played our first game and we lost to a team we beat twice by 30.
Yowzer.
How did that happen? What do you think is the reason? If you beat them by 30 points, maybe that's the hard thing. You're playing them the third time, right?
I think it was just honestly they were actually playing good, and like the past few games, like we haven't really been playing our best. So it kind of was like they were hitting their shots. We couldn't really find anything, and they were playing good defense too. So it was like they were playing with a lot of like energy and momentum. So that's where they really got us. I mean, they only beat us by one, but I mean, we definitely should have had that game from the beginning.
Oh, 1 point. And it's just like college basketball in the tournament, right? One and done.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's tough, man.
I met Caden in Marshfield, Massachusetts. We started training together, and it's been such a
that was almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago now?
Yeah.
Seems like a lifetime, but we've developed an awesome relationship. He keeps me young. I'm telling you guys, this is his junior year. He was honorable mention, right? For conference.
Yeah, I was one vote away for getting all conference.
All conference, honorable mention.
Sweet.
He got some big games this year. I just saw the West Michigan baller shot out video, that reel. Nice, beautiful shot. You got the nice.
I'm trying to think. The last time we were on was probably mid-January, so I'm sure you had a number of games after that. Maybe update us on the last time you were on, like some of the games you had.
Yep.
I think I was there on the pod. Like we were halfway through, so like our 11th game.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. There's like a couple of games where like my shot was off, but I mean I was doing other stuff like rebounding, passing, finding somebody that's open, playing defense. So on that aspect, I was playing good, but my scoring was kind of off. But I mean, there's other games like I've been chilling for like I've been averaging like 10 ever since the first half of the season. And then there was one game I had 20, but we lost by 40. So that was kind of bad.
It's funny that the link that I sent you, the title, and you're kind of hitting on this, is finding other ways to win. And you just nailed it. It's not always about scoring. It's all the other stuff you do that you were bringing to the team that made you a better player, right? That's awesome, man. Sounds like you've grown.
We'll be back after a quick break.
If you're really into podcasts like I am, and have thought at times like, I'm listening to these great podcasts, I could also do this. I could get on here and get my voice heard. But where do I start? How do I do a podcast, right? Well, fret no more because the answer is Buzzsprout. They can make podcasting easy, inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And Buzzsprout, it's hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And they'll get your show online and listed in all the major podcast directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. And it'll happen within minutes of finishing your recording. You know, again, podcasting, it's not hard. Look at me and the coach. We've been doing this. We're having fun. But you got to find the right partners. And the team at Buzzsprout, they're passionate about helping you succeed. So when I join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get your message out to the world, all you need to do, follow the link in the show notes, in our show notes right here. Let Buzzsprout know we sent you, and they're going to give you a $20 credit. It's going to be on that second paid invoice, a $20 credit if you sign up for a paid plan, and it's going to help support our show. Buzzsprout, the easy, fun way to start your podcast.
Yeah, because like what Murph used to say, like I'd always stress about like missed shots or whatever, but he really told me it's not really all about that. Like you got to play hard because you can still contribute something, even if your shots aren't falling. Because it's just not about scoring.
We're all gonna miss shots. It's
exactly.
Yeah, man. It's how we respond to that. You know, the defense creates the offense, but it's all like my favorite stats: protecting the ball, no turnovers, as much least as possible.
Rebounds.
And the rebounds, bro. You're a big body in there, man, and just ripping boards. But you've grown. I've seen it on video. You can tell right now. I can see you've grown.
Awesome.
And he's got next year is going to be a big year for you. Even this year, this summer. What about AAU?
I think I'm gonna get on the circuit, so either UA or 3SSB, but I'm not sure yet.
Yeah,
I gotta talk to my coach about that.
Spring ball.
Yeah, for AAU. So I mean, either team's a good option for me, but I'll probably tell you more about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. He's gonna grow tremendously from now to next year. Wait until, dude, you know that, right?
Yeah,
I can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it, you can see it. But like you just got there too. That's the thing. He was brand new to this whole town, this whole place, right? Granville, the team. You guys, it took that season to adjust, you know. Yes, you're losing Cam. They have a center. He's a star. And where's he going now?
He's going to Grand Valley. They're about to be D1 next year, I think.
Yeah. And he was all conference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Caden's right there. Caden, you're right there with him. You know that. You know.
Yeah.
That.
It sounds like it was a fun season. Obviously, you're coming off this tough playoff loss, and that's what you're thinking about. But you look at the entirety of the season, it sounds like it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun for the most part, but I feel like some of the games we lost, like we should have won. Like I feel like there was probably like 2 or 3 games where we should have won, but I think it was kind of like an off night for everybody. Like nobody could really get something going because we played Grand Rapids Christian and nobody was getting anything going. Like I'm trying to get something going. My shots are in and out. But I think that's really kind of what happens like when we lost. Like the EK game we lost by 40. Ooh, 40 was crazy. Like at least like I would have been fine with like a 10-point loss, but like we literally couldn't get anything going that night. Yep. And it can't be anybody like just besides Cam. Like everybody else has got to.
How many seniors are graduating? Are you graduating?
7. So I mean, some of them don't even play. I'd probably say 3 or 4 of them play. So we basically still have the same team. 3 returning starters. So
that's huge. 3 returning starters. That's
what's tougher, a 40-point loss or this last loss, 1 point?
Probably this last loss because we know. I mean, everybody knows we're the better team. I mean, that team we made their season. They were 2-20 before we even played them. We lost them. So, I mean, that was definitely hard because I don't know. We know where everybody knows we're the better team.
Man, inconsistencies. You know, we're always.
It's just a reminder: anybody can win on any given night if the ball's bouncing a certain way, or if maybe you guys are a little off, like you mentioned.
Yep.
You know, I mean that's what happens, and it's tough when it's a one and done. Like we're talking NBA, where we go into the playoffs, it's a 7 game series. Like even the Celtics, as great as they're playing, they're going to have an off game, but
Yeah.
they get another one to play. You didn't have that, so it's a little tougher.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what now, Caden? What now? Like for you're now with the team. Like, do you guys are season's over? Then now what? What are you gonna do?
I mean, right now I've honestly just been like just relaxing for the past week. Like I've been dribbling a little bit, shooting
Yeah,
a
that's
little bit.
good. Turn it
It's been
off.
Yeah, like it's been like a long season, so I'm kind of I'm just like relaxing right now, and I'm starting to get back into it, like working out every day, lifting.
Yeah.
I just got to find the right the right schedule, if that makes sense. Like I got to find out what I need to focus on more, and I need to focus on my dribbling more. So now I need to really start putting it into my day more and really starting to work on it. Because right now I'm kind of just doing it whenever I feel like it. Like I'm gonna start waking up at before school, dribble for like 20, 30 minutes,
Oh
and then
boy.
school and probably dribble again, and then see if I can get in the gym and get some shots up. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get back into it.
But
And
you need a mental break first, right? That's kind of where you're at. That's important.
yeah,
Take a break
because
first before you get back to it.
it was kind of bad because like we have 3 6 a.m.s a week and 2 of them are on game days. I was just really tired and trying to keep like a positive attitude, knowing you're dead tired and like stuff's not going your way. So it's really been hard this season on that like aspect. But I think I just needed some time to just relax and just take a break, and now I'm starting to get back into it because I can't take too much time off.
There you go. That's right, man. I love it, dude. I love where your head's at, where your growth, you have plans and goals to improve your skills. The amount of time that Steph Curry puts into his craft, dude. Look it up. Tony Robbins did something really cool recently about this unseen hours and shots he put up in the dribbling
Mm.
drills, and he did,
Yeah.
so
Like my coach was telling me, he's really just like, for me to get where I really want to go, it's just I need to handle the ball better because my shots, he said my shots like perfect, like it's
oh,
fine.
it's pure, yeah, beautiful.
So
Yeah, cool.
basically,
Work on that drive on those handles, baby. That's it.
yeah, like I gotta just practice dribbling like stationary and moving, and then I really gotta work on my left hand because once I get my left hand down, like I'm scoring really whenever I want. So
Yeah, nice. I
Nice.
love it. You're gonna break out, bro. Senior year is gonna be incredible.
Awesome,
You
man.
know it.
yeah,
He's gonna put J2 Homes on the map. This one right here. People don't know yet. They don't know
That's
yet.
right,
They
man.
still don't know yet, kid. You're gonna be all over the highlight reel. Next year is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be
Get ready
fun.
for it because he's never given up. He's
Yep.
taking these punches. That's what life's all about in ball.
But even this summer,
Adversity.
you're going to be doing stuff. It'll be fun to check in on you then too, if you're depending on what your sounds like you might do like a league or AAU or something.
Yeah.
So we
Oh
might
yeah.
want to check in on that as well.
school like summer, yeah, like a summer league for school.
Yeah. He's
Cool.
not giving up, baby. You
Never
don't
give up.
lose. You don't lose. You don't learn from the dubs.
Yeah.
You learn from the losses, man. It's
Yeah.
all part of it, positive. And you're gonna. I'm excited to see you. Hopefully, we'll see you this summer too. You're gonna come up here, maybe. You
Oh
know.
yeah. I yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. But if not, we'll stay connected. We'll get him back on the show. You
Cool,
know.
man.
But thanks for coming on and you're on. By the way, you're on. Tell him, Paul. Tell him.
Yeah, this is the debut of our YouTube channel.
You're on,
Just
baby.
two Murphs
Your video
talking
is on.
sports.
You're live. I
Have
didn't
a
want to tell
YouTube
you.
channel. So
Paul was like, don't tell him, don't tell him. But
Where- where-
this is history. This is history, baby. This is going. You're okay with that, right? This is going to the YouTube, baby.
yeah,
Paul started a new YouTube channel. You're good with that?
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, of course. Look at this face. Come on, man. It's made for TV. Look at that guy. He's got the whole package.
we'll see how I do it and how I
He's
work
a
on those
star,
videos. It might
man.
just be a
Caden's
clip.
a
I don't know.
star, the rising star. Was that the first one we made, Paul, with Caden, the rising
Yeah.
star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're stoked to have you on this journey with us, brother.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you guys here too.
Cool, man. Well,
All
we'll
right,
see you
brother.
soon. Excited to hear about the next part of your journey, man. It's awesome. You're going into your senior year, man. Here we go, dude. Let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I'll see you guys later.
All right,
See ya.
man. Take care.
Big cat, go.
See you, buddy.
There he is, folks, the big cat.
That's what's fun about this pod. If you come in, you have some fun, you join the journey, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to pop on. And he's been a nice reoccurring guest for us. It's been fun to watch his journey. Man, just a reminder too, man. It got me as he was talking, I'm like, ooh, bringing it back to the Celtics as we always do. Like we're on this high right now with the Celtics. They're up 8 games, they're playing great. But once the playoffs start, man, it can be over like that. And that's kind of what happened with his season. He was rolling along and growing.
Isn't it nice
and then boom,
like
it's over.
a 17-year-old too on? Like we have high school ballers listening.
Yeah.
Shout out to West Michigan, man. They and the Granville, they had the tallest team, the tallest starting five in high school in West Michigan. And just his journey, man. It's people don't get it, like what he's been through, man. The adversity. I know he's going to the NBA. You're going to go back. We're going to go back to these shows and be like, oh my, they don't know yet. They saw some flashes, people, this year, but going down there, the adjustment, the moving from Weymouth, Massachusetts to Indiana. Remember we talked about his Indiana? That was tough for him. And then you going to West Michigan.
Yeah.
It's just like he just got there, dude.
Yeah.
And so in the adjustments he's making, his attitude, he's so wise, he's beyond his years. And I know that he's going to grow into a tremendous player. Senior year, and then like Peyton Pritchard, he grew big time from Oregon from senior year, first year, second year Celtics. And that's what I see with him. As long as this kid doesn't give up, it's a young man. Then
no, it's going to be fun to
he can go to the
see
show
where he goes this summer.
Yeah.
The type of things he's doing that takes him right into next season where he's a senior.
We love you, C. Thanks again, buddy. And all the people listening in his corner, share the J2M's journey.
Yeah.
We'll grow together, man. That's what I always say. So let's fit back to the quiz. Boom. We're going to finish it up. All-star quiz. We're going to make it real quick. The quiz is basically over, but we were talking about LeBron's 20 selections. He was number 1. All-star. Next, we'll do the top 5. Who's next after him? And it's old school, 70s, 80s.
I'm going to say Kareem.
That's right. Ding dong. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. I don't know what that was. Ding, 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 ding. There it is. But 19. I'm just going to tell you the number, not guess. Good job. That's 2. You got 2. If you go 3 for 3, I'm going to have a little episode. Who's the third with 18? 98 to 2016. Years he was playing. 18. Kareem had 19. 19.
You just gave me.
He was from 1998.
Yeah.
In 2000 to 2016.
Tim Duncan.
That was 4. So you're still in it. He's still in it. Ding, ding, ding. I'm giving you a ding dong. Ding, ding. 15. You got 15 selections. That's 4th. 3rd. If you get it, man. It's
Kevin Garnett.
Oh God, that's fish. This is awesome. So he's gotten LeBron, Kareem. He hasn't got the 3rd one, but he got Duncan at 4, and then 5. I'm sorry, is Kevin Garnett, KG, with 15 selections. Who is? Come on, man. Give me those
dates again.
Come on, man. I don't have to give you any dates.
94,
you know who it is.
94.
You know who it is. Say his name. It's obvious. We always are talking about him.
Kobe.
Let's go. Kobe. Kobe's a Celtic in my heart. Kobe is like literally one of my
like Tatum.
Heroes. Yeah. And there he is, people. Thank you, Brandon, brother-in-law, for giving me that tee. I haven't stopped wearing it since.
I mean, he wears that purple wristband on his forearm every once in a while. I think when he plays the Lakers.
He's a hero. He's a hero. It goes way beyond sport with Kobe. So there you go. Good job.
So I did good on that.
You just killed that quiz.
I just did ding, ding, ding on all of those.
You got it all. That was amazing.
Feeling fresh.
That was amazing. If you should we? I don't want to ruin it. I'll leave it alone. But I want to. No, we have to give him his props because there's no Kobe without. There's no Kobe without.
We just brought him up earlier when people dunking on him, dunking over him. Shaq.
Mr. Shaquille O'Neal with 15, right? Yeah. Tied with Garnett, tied with Duncan. They all had 15. And I just to keep going because KD's next, Kevin Durant with 14, MJ with 14, Karl Malone. We talked about the foul quiz last time with Carl. That was funny. And you asked what's his nickname was. You forgot Carl's nickname.
The mailman.
Dude. Yeah, but you forgot. I was like, what was
I
he called?
did?
Yeah,
Wow, I must have been off that
last
day.
pod. I re-listened just to get some stuff. That's it. We'll stop in the quiz of the All-Star. That's the best part of the All-Star game right there.
The quiz.
You're welcome,
Two Murphs
everybody.
Quiz, exactly.
Just make it right. That's what we do in the show. We flip things like with the fouls. It's awful. I know the momentum of the game, the calls and no calls. It's a controversy, but we flipped it. Had fun with a foul quiz last episode, and that's it there, man. What else you got? I got some more stuff for you, P. I got Cozy P. You got your tea?
I'd like to talk about, getting back to how people nitpick the green. And a big one that's out there.
Yes. We were nitpicking. We're not doing that anymore.
Well, no, we're not. But a big one that was out there that I haven't heard a lot of chatter on lately, and I think is lessening is good old Coach Joe.
All right, now my heart just grew like the Grinch. I'm glad you said that. Enough hate on Joe, who is the most winningest coach of all time in NBA history.
Not all time, but you
yes,
mean in
he
their
is.
100 games.
It's all time. No, right now, all time, the highest winning percentage of all time is Joe.
Yeah. But he's limited.
So what? So what? He only had 2 years. So
That's
what?
Right. That's
Who's
right.
second? Who's second behind him?
Phil Jackson.
That's right. Ding, ding, ding. We know our basketball podcast. Paul knows.
But
yes, but he is. He is currently the most winning.
I don't think people are hating as much. I think that chatter is getting less and less and less. It has to.
Know why? Because his personality is so monotone. He's basically a wall, and people don't like that. I don't think he doesn't respond to you. He's very, very chill, and he's hard to read and break. I was like, he's inexperienced. Doesn't know what he's doing.
The timeouts was a big deal, but he's calling timely timeouts now. He's grown. It was only his first year. I know, like timely timeout. That's what I call him.
He is very open to learning.
That's right.
And you see this.
Here's the two things I've heard are the big criticism. The timeouts, which again, he's doing those well this year. And the second, where people get really frustrated, and you and I talk about this, it's where the league has gone, is the three-pointers. Now, the Celtics do have the highest usage of three-pointers.
Also,
I think people get upset about that.
The best percentage.
Right, his philosophy. But here's the thing. Back to the nitpick. So I was actually talking to a good friend of the show, Will, the other day. And I was
Will the Wise. Shout out Will the Wise.
I was trying to think, what am I, obviously we got to talk playoffs now. The Celtics aren't even going to lose the 1 seed. They're up 8 games.
I looked up. I couldn't remember a time in Boston sports history that any team was up 8 games in first place.
With less than 20 games to go or around that.
Yeah, up that much. They're
not going to lose the 1 seed.
Isn't that great?
But last year, Milwaukee was the 1 seed. We know what happened.
So I don't want to talk about the Heat anymore.
You got to think about this stuff. Like, what is going to be
absolutely look at the Cavs?
Heel?
You're kidding
me?
And
the one thing I said to Will was the 3-pointers. They're different in the playoffs, right? You just don't hit them as much. Like the defense is tighter. And last year, if they didn't remember, it was like if they don't shoot 30 or 40%, they're going to lose. Well, coach, just the other night, the Celtics played Philadelphia. So this is the second week.
No Embiid.
Right. It doesn't matter. We shot like 18% from 3-point.
Horrible.
We only shot made 5 of them, and we crushed them.
Because of boards.
Because we found another way to win.
Rebounds.
This team, and just points in the paint.
And points, the other points, yeah. No, and
these guys, it might look like, and yet you said the numbers show high usage in the league, and they're making their threes. But when I see them win games like that, when last year they absolutely would lose them, it shows me this team is complete. They can win without hitting threes.
100%.
Last year couldn't do that, man.
Stats of last game. We won 138 to 110 versus the Mavs. And everybody's saying that was going to be trouble for us. They shot 55% from the field, and they shot They almost 50% from 3-point land.
Yeah, they were good with their threes last night. Yeah.
But they were 13 for 13 from the free throw line, bro. 100%.
Yep.
That's huge. We don't talk about that neither. I haven't been talking about that enough. That wins games, loses games at the line. We out rebound them 47-42. But this is the one I love. What do I love? The most. The rebounds, I think, or rebounds and turnovers. As long as we're under 10. We had 9. That's a lot, but I don't care. As long as they're under 10. Their numbers were incredible. But here's another big number. 8 blocks. We had 8 blocks that game, man. They're blocking machines. And I don't think they talk about the blocks enough. And then for you, what you love, the player statistics, this is what they were. JT, 32 points. JB, 25 points. Zingas, 24. White, 13. Holiday, 11. Horford, 12. Pitcher, 10. All spread out like you like the 20s. 30, 20, 20. That's what we want, dude. They were playing.
If you take out our best player, Jason Tatum, who is playing on another level this year, his game, just like Caden just said about his game, just expanding. However, as amazing as he is, you take him off the floor and you have Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, and I don't know, put a third person in there. That is better than any team in the NBA. And we don't even have our best player in there.
Wait for Xavier.
Back to what you said. This is very, very simple, folks.
Yeah.
It's all about health.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Nothing else to say.
Tillman, the new X-Man. He had to drop 6 points.
Yeah.
He got in there. He's a defensive threat. You love your O'Shea, Brissett. He's been making some noise.
I love that guy.
Yeah. So and it's just, and Sammy, of course, sharpshooter Sam coming off the bench. He's got his little swagger going on. I love my Luke.
So the question is, as we sit here March 2nd, who are you afraid of in the East? Let's start there.
Afraid of no one.
What competition out there makes you feel like the Celtics aren't going to get out of the East? What team? What team jumps out that could? I
already told you
what Miami did to them last year. Are we going to have another? People are saying the Knicks. Oh, the Knicks.
We all have. I call that was you called the West. I called the East. I said you're like the Knicks. You said that the Knicks. I already called them, but they're fizzling out. I'm telling you, they're going to fizzle out. The Cavs are 2, dude, behind us. The Cavs are over the Bucks. You know
I get
right?
that. I see where they are in the standings, but
they're tied. They're tied.
Who stands out in the playoffs that you feel like, this is going to be trouble right now as we sit here on March 2nd?
We had trouble with the Sixers without Embiid, dude. A healthy Embiid. A healthy Embiid is trouble.
He's not coming back, dude.
I know. It's crazy.
Supposedly he is before the playoffs. I know.
It's the same. They must be so annoyed, Philly. The Bucks, dude.
There we go. There's where I want to go. Like we're what 40 minutes into this podcast. We haven't even brought up the Bucks.
Go watch the Prime Amazon thing on the Greek. Whoa, I didn't know. The really good thing.
So we're in the playoffs right now. As I talk to you, we're in the playoffs. Yep. We're playing the Bucks.
Yep.
What do you think's going to happen?
We're going to beat them. We have the Bucks anyway, but it's going to be a battle, especially if they have a healthy Middleton. If they have the whole squad healthy with the day.
You know why I know we're going to beat
battle.
The Bucks?
I can't wait. I want to see it.
You want to know why I know we're going to beat the Bucks and why I'm not worried about them? We brought this guy up earlier.
They beat the Bulls.
And you said people are hating on him. And I don't want to use that word because that's a strong word. But Dame Lillard's a baby.
You hate Dame.
So
you're going to eat those words. He's dangerous.
He just came out recently going, I don't know what to do. I'm bored. I watch YouTube unboxing and I'm bored.
I'm glad.
And he goes, I thought we were going to be where Boston is. Ooh. This guy and his sense of entitlement drives me crazy. Yes. When he was in Portland, did I love Dame time? Did I love Dame time? I did. He was humble, humility. He's going to the playoffs. He's doing his best. He's going up to against the best in the West, but really not doing anything because he didn't have the team behind it. Suddenly, at the end of last season, he goes, "Oh, I want to trade. I want out of here." He never talked that way. He always talked about how he loved Portland. He never wants to leave. It's not about chasing titles. And then that all changed this year, saying, "I got to get out of here and I want to go to Miami." And he's like telling people where he wants to go, all entitled. And then he gets to Milwaukee, and it's like the Kings arrived. Like, who is this guy? He hasn't even done anything. So I feel like he's walked into this Bucks thing. Like, he picked it. Oh, I got Giannis, the best player in the game. Like, now that I'm here with my little watch and doing my time, we got this. Wrong. Because the Boston Celtics are maturing before you knew they would, and their team is way better than last year. This isn't going to be as easy as you thought, Mr. Dame. And Mr. Dame, you got to play defense,
Wow.
bro. You got to play
Dame.
defense.
Calling
Defense
out Mr.
wins
Dame.
championships.
Yeah.
We've been talking a
He's
lot
gonna
of
have
offense
to.
here.
He will have to. I'm hoping. I
Defense
hope we see
wins
this happen. I want to see this happen. They played the Bulls yesterday. No big deal.
You don't
And they
agree with
won.
that?
I agree with it, but he's a star, dude. He'll turn it on in the playoffs.
But he doesn't
just
play
scored.
defense.
I does not. So the Greek scored 46 points versus the Bulls, and the Lopez had 12, Lillard had 16, Portis, Beasley. They have a squad, dude. So and they're I saw a couple games
about
this
the
year.
Celtics.
He was clicking with the Greek. I was watching him, man.
Everything we were just saying about the Celtics earlier was about offense.
Yep.
Why they didn't play well in the playoffs last year? Because the year before that, remember, they went to the finals. Why did they go to the finals? They had this off the charts defense.
Yep.
The Time Lord. They had no defense last year in the regular season and went right into the playoffs. We're not talking about their defense. They're playing great defense.
Yep. Yeah, they have been. I love Derek White down there. Dude, Zingis, man, they all were playing great. Dude, Jason's defense this year. Jalen, obviously. Yeah, that's the name of the game, man. They're playing.
I'm not too worried about the East is where I was going to take this. I mean, yeah, Miami's always a threat out there. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, even though they're lurking, by the way. Again, they're in there. They're in the mix.
Yeah.
But it's the West, man. We still got the champs.
Man.
We got and I just can't see either Denver or the Clippers not being the team to make it out of the West. But you're right. These young teams are not getting respect right now.
I did not think the Thunder would still be up there, dude. They're in Minnesota. They're 1-2 in the
That's
West.
right. And everybody's putting them to the side. Like,
that was your call. You called that in the beginning.
But everybody's putting them to the side right now and just saying, yeah, they're 1-2, but Denver and the Clippers, one of those teams is going to come out. In fact, everybody's just talking like Denver is the team to beat, but you're right. They're still 1-2.
The Clippers are clicking.
The Lakers are playing better.
Yep. I want to see the Warriors and Lakers.
Oh, I was just going to go there. So
we're going to the Warriors tomorrow, dude.
This pod's going to be old by the time you get it out, but
yeah.
And I just please Celtics. We just gave you all the flowers you can get.
Yeah.
Don't do your Golden State Warriors thing again. Please.
They love losing to Steph.
Please don't do
It's
this.
Worse than the Heat. It's worse than the Heat.
Let's change that tomor's
Yeah.
Okay,
no, they're changed. We talked about this is a new team now. It's all behind us.
All right.
Even that garbage. So they're playing the Warriors tomorrow. Big game. That's a big turning point. Absolutely. I've been so annoyed with that.
They get a tough stretch right now.
He turns on the staff and it's the worst.
Right. They show up just for the Celtics. It's weird.
Yeah. But you know what? They're balling right now. They're kind of I feel like they're clicking LA and the Warriors. They're at 10 in the 9th spot in the West. They're gonna climb up and they're gonna get past the Pelicans and Kings. I'm telling you that
no one
the
talks
Lakers
about
and
the
Warriors
Pelicans.
the Lakers and Warriors will be at the 7 and 8 spot. Dallas is going to be up there too. So it will be the Pelicans are going to fade. The Kings are going to fade. I'm telling you, the Warriors and Lakers are battling right now they're at 9 and 10. I like the West.
Isn't that weird? Like you look at the West right now, and we just talked about it. Oh, yeah. Hey, the Warriors, the Lakers, the Mavericks, but yet the Pelicans are way ahead of them, and we never talk about them.
Yeah, they're 6th. I know we don't talk about Zion.
Kind of like radar.
Dude, no, they just crushed the Pacers, dude. Yesterday, they crushed them.
Yeah, I don't know about the Pacers though.
Exactly,
I love Halliburton, but
Ingram. Nobody talks about Ingram. He just scores casual 34 points. Murphy the third has been balling, dude. He scored 28. The third, the Murphy jersey. We gotta get that. He crushed it last night. They have CJ McCollum. Zion only had 8, but they brought it, dude. They crushed the Pacers. So yeah, it's these little teams, the Cavs, it was Strauss. They have a young team. Nobody knows the Cavs. Nobody knows who their team is. And they have this young squad, so.
And because of last year with the Heat making it out of the play-in round and going all the way to the finals, you can't poo-poo, one of my favorite words. You cannot
term.
It's your term. Any of these teams that are in the 7 to 10 spot in the East or West because of what Miami did last year.
Yep.
So the moral of the story is, yeah, we got 20 games to go. We're in the doldrums here, especially with our green. It's like, man, just get us to the finish line healthy.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's going to be fun to see where this positioning ends up. And I think what we should do is, man, I can't believe I'm saying this already. This journey is just moving along, Coach.
Yep.
Every day it just gets closer and closer. But next time we get on, it's almost playoff time.
Yep.
So we're going to have to get on before the playoffs.
March 2nd. Happy March. There's
April 18th, I think, or something in that range is when the playoffs start.
We got to make some history right now. I got to make some history on J2Ms. You ready? You ready for this?
Besides the YouTube thing?
Oh, yeah. It's a big historical day today. This is awesome. We keep forgetting we're on video. You're welcome. So anyway, we're going to give a shout out finally to the women, to the couple women that we got women listeners. And I have a new player I've been working with. Her name's Mia Marsh. She's a sophomore on the varsity Norwell high school basketball team. And she's a little baller. She's a pure shooter, and I'm enjoying my time with her, training her and her family. And shout out to Mia and Sabrina. I'm a little quiz. I guess we'll quiz this up for podcast Paul. Do you know anything about Sabrina? She's the face of the NBA right now. Obviously, people probably don't even know her last name. It is
Peterson.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Oh.
People don't know how to say it. Ionescu. Again.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Do you know anything about Sabrina? So we're giving the women some love finally. They deserve it with somebody else as well. Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the only person I really know of right now.
So we're going to give them to.
She's not even in the WNBA. She's in college. Good for her.
Yep. Well, she went to University of Oregon. I'm talking about Sabrina first. She went to Oregon.
She's
right. 26 years old.
Yeah.
And and she's just, it's great for the face of the WNBA. They're getting more noise. They're making more noise.
Yeah.
It's getting more popular. This is great what they did for the 3-point competition with.
Look at us on Chess Tumors talking hoops.
Let's go. We got to do it all. We got to cover the male and the female. So she's on the New York Liberty, and she like I said, she played for the Ducks. She was an NCAA all-time leader in career triple doubles. All around baller, man. NCAA basketball players recorded 2,000 points, 1,000 assists, 1,000 rebounds in her career. And she's just a great example, great young lady. And she grew up loving, you probably heard of Steph when she was younger, watching him, and she got to be mentored by him, and there's that great relationship they have, So I just wanted to give a little shout out to her, and then to Caitlin, because you know what's going on with Caitlin right now, right?
Yeah, she shoots from half court every time.
Don't hate on Caitlin Clark.
No, I think that's what I hear.
She's a 22-year-old baller. All right.
She brings out the crowds in Iowa.
She's single-handedly popularized women's basketball more than anybody, I feel like.
Yep.
Who is she about to beat in points, career college points? She's about to surpass the number 1 of all time college basketball.
I'm not going to know this.
Oh, you don't? Yes, you do know who he is.
No.
He has the most points in college.
I thought you're talking about on the men's side.
Men or women. Yeah.
Got you.
She's going for the
in
race.
College, the most points.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because you got to be there 4 years. Christian Leitner? I don't know.
Oh, Pistol Pete, dude.
Okay. Yeah,
Pete Maverick.
Yeah. No, I know he's great. I just,
But you don't remember. He was huge points. He averaged like 40 points like a game in college. He was incredible. You know that, so I'll come back to you. But Caitlin Clark declared for the 2024 WNBA draft ahead of her final postseason run with Iowa. So her and Sabrina will be, big faces for the WNBA. But it's just fun watching this girl do what she does. She's a dominant force out there and just scoring that many points. So that's a little shout out for the women out there, man, and what they're doing. That's it. Basketball
Awesome.
for all. That's it. That's all I got for you, boss.
Man, we expanded our range on this pod. We didn't just talk NBA.
Yeah.
We want to. We love our Celtics, but we also got a little high school ball with our friend Caden. Then we went to the women's game with Sabrina and Caitlin. This is awesome, man. What a pod.
Yep.
What a time to be alive, man.
Dude, she averaged, again, last on Clark, she averaging like 32.3 points a game, dude. Yeah. Almost 9 assists, almost 8 rebounds. Yeah. It's just fun watching this girl play. She's got game, man. She can shoot deep and just the swagger. And that's it. Boom.
Wait, before we go and do the send off,
yes, sir.
We got to do a temperature check. I know I just asked about the East
temperature check
because you want to go back and listen as we sit right here, March 2nd, on this journey to June.
Yeah,
with the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
What is your finals matchup right now, right today?
What just flashed in my head was the Green versus the Nugs.
I know it's hard not to, right?
But no, it just flashed right after.
Don't say it.
The Ant-Man.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Warriors.
No. They're not. They're
people are saying that.
The Lakers are. First of all, they're 9th and 10th. Lakers in the Warriors. They're fighting for a spot in the playoffs. It's not happening.
And Miami was.
They don't have the depth. Neither team, even with LeBron, what he's doing, they don't have the depth. It's all about depth. You know this. All right. It's all about the second unit, man.
Okay.
It just flashed the Wolves, Ant-Man versus J-Man, the J-Man.
Wow. Ooh. Okay, there we go.
Zing.
Keep that.
I like that. I mean, I'm the first was the Nuggets and then the Timberwolves flash. So there you go. I got my 2. Can I have 2?
Yeah.
I took 2 there. What about
I'm going Celtics Denver.
That's cool.
Although I don't really feel strong about that right now, the way Jamal Murray's playing. But anyway, that can change quickly. You got to remember, these guys won the title last year. They're positioned well. You already
saw what they did against us this year. They scored like 90 points. Crazy. So. Yeah, brother.
All right, man.
We did it. We did it again. Out. We did it, man. We'll take you out, folks. It's March 2nd, Saturday. Podcast Paul is going to do his little magic, this podcast magic with the editing and the fun, and get this out for you guys tomorrow, the next day, right?
Yeah.
But I just want to see how everybody's doing with their New Year's resolutions. It's still the new year, and then creeps into March, and we start to fade. Don't fade, because this is how simple it is. You don't have to have all these crazy resolutions. Think of it. It's just today, man. Just today. Today, I'm going to do the best version of myself today. I'm going to do the best I can and not eat a bunch of garbage, fake food, listen to the fake news, and get it sucked into this world's problems and issues. I'm going to stay present. I'm going to be free. I'm going to be the best version of myself just today, everybody. Just today. Be the best you can be. That's just that simple. Love yourself. We got to learn how to love ourselves. There's so much going on in the world. Everybody's complaining about the politics and all this stuff. In reality, what's important to you, Podcast Paul? What's the most important thing?
Just having a sip of my coffee right now.
The simple things. You nailed it. The simple things in life. Our family time, our faith, our sips of coffee. So peace, love, and the green machine. See you next time, Podcast.
Just 2 Mervs talking hoops. We will see you right before the playoffs. Until then, we're out of here.
Enjoy your sips of coffee.